So what is Dual Universe? And why mining is the center focus of the game right now? In Dual Universe, the number one thing that everything starts from is raw ore. And if you want to be a miner, this video is for you. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're new to Dual Universe and you want to learn some more advanced mining techniques, or you just want to learn the basics of mining. So today, that's what I'm going to do for you. So starting off, you load into the game, go through the tutorials. The tutorials will take you all the way through how to do almost the basics of everything. And one of those things are mining. Once you get done with the generic part where you're kind of trapped in the tutorials, you'll have the option to do other more advanced tutorials. I highly suggest that you do most of those, since you get things like credits and experience to spend on talents. And as you're doing this, I highly advise some very specific skills to pick up, even just while you're doing the tutorial. Number one, mining is not even a mining skill to learn. And it's going to be in your inventory manager, under mining. It's going to be mining and inventory manager, primary container augmentation. You at least got to get that first skill in it. As you can see here, I got 4 because I like that range. I can access a container from over a kilometer away. Well, the first skill, it gives you a small range, but it's great when you're doing your local mining at your initial point. Once you're done with the advanced mining tutorial, and the base game tutorial tells you that you need to go set down the sanctuary waypoint to set up your home and claim a node. Do that. If you know mining is for you, and that's what your focus in Dual Universe wants to be, I highly recommend to go into mining and inventory, go down to Dredger, and then select the mining efficiency. Go ahead and just click on the max skill and hit talent and training Q, and it will automatically add all the skills that you need to get this. And the reason that this is the end goal game for Dual Universe for miners is that each level of this, all 5 levels, give you a plus 5% ore to extract every single time you extract ore. That's going to add up real fast, real quick, and maximize your profits. Once you're done with the advanced mining tutorial, get an idea where you want to live, put down your node claim, and then you're going to start your very first basic mining on Sanctuary. To do that, it's very simple. Once you've claimed a node, you can just walk up to any of the ores that are on the ground within your node with your default 1 button, click and hold, and you will acquire the resource. You can do that for all this, and this is very time consuming, but is a good way to make some starting money in the game other than the daily login. What do I advise to new players is just for like the first couple hours of the game.
2 hours later.
Mine these resources. You'll get tier 1 and tier 2 right off the surface. Don't even worry about until you get more skills into mining and to doing underground mining. But we are going to cover that topic next. Once you have some skills into mining and scanning and whatnot, it's time to finally do some underground mining. Underground mining key is your default 3. And here, every once in a while, as you move, you're going to get a burst that happens, and that's the scanner going off. And each of these lines are representing a different ore that's within 400 meters of your current position. And you kind of just want to dance around until you find the ore that is closest to you. You can see I'm getting really close to this blue one here. Oh, we bounced away from it. And a little bit more advanced note on this is that you can just hit your tab button if you're looking for something very specific. In the beginning, you're not. You're just going to be looking for any and all ores, or if you just want to simplify these dots and really target just one. You hit your tab button, click on the range, and then you can alternate between your short range and your long range scanner. Right now, we're only worried about the long range scanner, and then you can turn on and off any particular ores that you're looking for, or if you're looking for one ore in particular, let's say we're going to look for coal right now, and we'll leave just coal on. We'll dance around and see where we can find that. That was further away. That's way further away. If you get a huge spike like that, it generally means you're going in the opposite direction. There we go. That's a huge spike down. Big spike back down. This is good. There we go. We want to get this to around 100 usually with surface deposits. Oh, it's balancing back out. Once it starts to balance back out like that, we actually lost a little bit of range. Let's back up a little bit and then go side to side again. There we go. We got another huge spike. Oh, a huge spike back up. So it's somewhere right. Let's see if we can get it back down to 200. And you can, another huge spike up. All right, so because it's dancing around like this, we know it's pretty much 200 meters straight down from right here. With advanced skills, you can hold down control and increase the size of your mining surface, which makes this way faster. So we have a good idea that our ore is 200 meters below us, so we'll start digging here.
2 hours later.
Roughly about 200 meters from where we were. Let's get another scan. Another great tool for mining, making mine shafts and whatnot, are the flattening tool. It's technically a terrain tool. It's another one that you can make a larger size by putting skills into it. And when you're mining, you always want to have your light on, and that's L. And we can make this much, much larger. So we're going to just make some, like a start off X here, now that we're down at a much lower level. I like to do this no matter what. Take the time and do it. You'll end up doing it anyway. And it's a good chance you'll find other ores too. And right now we're just targeting this one particular ore. And with this tool, you have to aim at the floor and then aim at the wall to get it to stay flat to one level. All right, now we're going to bring up our 3 again. And this will give us an idea of where we need to go. We'll go one way, huge spike down. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want. Once you get that under that last dotted line, you can switch over to your short range scanner, and this will give you a much more concentration of scans. And this is where you'll start scanning a lot. It went down even further, so we definitely know that it's pretty much right in front of us. At this range, we could probably whip out our scanner, but I have a good feeling, and we're just going to go this way. All right, that's probably far enough. Let's, here we go. Where are we at? Let's do another scan. Oh yeah, let's go a little bit more with the flattening tool. And that should be good. Let's see here. Oh, we passed it. All right, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Let's see if we can get this back under 20. Boom. Like 14-ish right there. So we can definitely whip out the directional scanner now. Always like to check up and down first. And then kind of, we know it's in this general area. You got to let it hover for a minute. Boom, you saw that right there. You got to let it hover for just a second before it actually picks up the ore. And then you just start digging in that direction. Oh, there it is. There's our coal. And here, you, depending on the level of the ore, can determine how long it takes to mine it, and that also goes into skills to decrease those times too. But so this is a tier 1 ore, and I have some pretty advanced mining skills, so this is nothing for you. It will definitely be a smaller circle and take longer until you get more and more skills into mining. Coal is actually a very important element, especially in the beginning of the game, so it's good to have as much ore as possible. And having a container or something on a small container on a ship that you're kind of using, or even if you're mining in your original node, at your home node, that you can put all these into your linked container is very, very crucial.
2 hours later.
All right, we got all that ore extracted, and now for one of the things the tutorial actually does cover, but you may or may not forget in your adventures into Dual Universe, is your exit procedures of going out. Usually if you're finding a resource of a mine, you are going to continue to dig down. Generally, sometimes if you use that method, you'll find the bottom of the node, which is actually what I prefer, so I can just exit out and go the same way I went. But my node is way at the top, and I can't really reach my tunnel right now, so I usually go for 50, even though the tutorial tells you to make sure you dig your tunnels no more than at a 45-degree angle. You technically can get away with like 50-55. I prefer roughly around 50. I find not too annoying to get up, especially since you have a jetpack. If you care about your terrain, especially in your home node, you definitely want to try to stick to make one entrance and make a bunch of mining tunnels using the flattening tool like I did. I'll be happy to show you what the tunnels under my base look like. I have one entrance. Technically I have 2 entrances, but I just made a second one in it from my base. And 200 meters down was pretty far. Sometimes you can get really lucky with basically surface deposits and whatnot, but just continue to go up at a semi-steep angle, and eventually, boom, you'll break through and you'll see the beautiful world again. Instead, I'll show you my mining method. It's very, I have a lot of roots into Minecraft, and I'll show you what those look like here in a second. All right, here is the start of my mining tunnel. Yes, I am underwater. Anytime you're on a planet that has water, or you will at some point mining go below the water table of that planet. You get used to it. The fog of the water definitely goes away the deeper and deeper you get. So what I have done all the way across my node underground, I have dug from one end to the other. Let me show you right here. You can see up in my mini map there, this tunnel goes from the starting point of my grid all the way to the other. It is 125. There's not a particular reason why I did 125. Ores are usually kind of based in the hundreds increment, so I went with 125, and then I built tunnels going at a 45-degree angle. Oops, there we go, a 45-degree angle, stopping every 100 meters. So this one, oh, that was an ore, looking for an ore right there. Continue down, we didn't go 125 yet. So this one should be at 225. Here we go, 225. And then that tunnel goes, and that tunnel goes, and we'll do a little searching. I think I actually was digging my tunnel here, and I found an ore deposit as I was just digging out tunnels. And the same thing continues to happen. Every 100 meters, I dig out a new channel, and I can search for, there's another one where I ran into one without even trying. All right, this one will be at 425. Yeah, and you can basically continue this down, and the closer and closer you get to the end, you can just go to the other side, and I highly recommend, if you're going to use this method, to go to the other side and do a switchback. I think my switchback is on the next level. And this just keeps it kind of organized. What I like about this, if you do have to do a huge branch mining or something like that, you have a rough idea that you know that, especially I did mine on the center line of my base. So I know at pretty much the center and at each 125 increment, I know. So I can just, let's say I was digging somewhere, I could just be like, yep, I know my base is going to be right over my main tunnel line. I got it roughly at the right angle, and boom, you would find your tunnel. All right, this ends the basic mining tutorial that I have for you. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thank you. And you can always follow me on Twitch, where I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching.